Since when is changing gameplay mechanics for the sake of lore okay? 343 would be taking core Halo mechanics from the game and changing them, or removing them, as a result of lore. This whole idea of telling a story, even in the multiplayer portion of the game, is their idea of a unique Halo game. Take war games for an example. All multiplayer gameplay experiences are nothing more than just training stipulations that take place on a ship, resulting in the reason for no playable elites in Halo 5 matchmaking. Of course lore is important, I'm not saying it's not. It helps create the unique Halo story that we currently know and love today, but that doesn't mean these story mechanics need to be applied to the online matchmaking portion of the game. Halo multiplayer was never about lore. You probably witnessed the success of Halo 3, playing and enjoying the most popular Halo game that featured only basic mechanics and relatively simple gameplay. Not the dude bro intros at the beginning of matches and the like that we currently see today. 343's idea of Halo is becoming an actual Spartan, doing things that Spartans do, totally disregarding the initial success of the original trilogy. Things like clamber, sprint, and ADS are just some of the things 343 feel need to be in the game. I agree that Halo needs to change. Who would really want to play the same thing over and over again? I'm not saying make a Halo 3.5, but in a sense, these features aren't innovation either. So why are 343 labeling them as brand new features? We see games already utilizing gameplay mechanics like clamber, sprint, thrusters, and ground pound. I feel these features don't necessarily make Halo more unique than any other shooter. 343 needs to give the original trilogy a chance and focus on what made Halo unique and special, improving on that. The original Halo formula didn't die. It was fine, and it was ever so successful. With Halo Reach, Bungie started tinkering with the gameplay mechanics, adding armor abilities and the sort. Okay, Reach was good, but it strayed a bit too far from Halo. Maybe we need to use a different approach. Nope. 343 further continued this path, and now we are at Halo 5. I don't even need to explain the evidence. I'm sure you've already experienced the low population for Halo 4. This idea of taking something that doesn't work and trying to make it work isn't smart. Notice how they try to make sprint work by making it to where shields won't regenerate when running and making maps larger to further compensate. In the end of the day, this completely changes the flow and map design that we were once accustomed to. Now they aren't considered armor abilities, everyone has them, so it's okay now? This idea of being powerhouses, running, jumping, and clambering throughout the map with speed is their idea of a Halo multiplayer. These mechanics are present because of the strong lore elements that Halo multiplayer now possesses. The simplicity that made Halo unique in older games of the trilogy is no longer to be found. Halo 5 reminds me of a Twitch shooter. It seems like the game focuses more about reaction times than strategy. Playing the Halo 5 beta, I found it normally difficult to kill someone after being shot first. My shield seemed to drain very fast, and once they depleted, I immediately died. In the original trilogy, Halo took strategy. It was about map control, power weapon control, and outsmarting your opponents, getting familiar with simple mechanics and improving yourself through trial and error. It also contained unique rewards and elements, like the katana that you can get in Halo 3 by getting all 1000 achievements, or the armor effects that you could purchase once you amassed enough credits in Halo Reach. Now everything seems limited. Players can hardly even change their own Spartan. This whole aspect of war games makes Halo multiplayer appear as gimmicky, instead of producing the awe and mysteriousness that was once with the series before. Now everything feels like a game. Just that. Fiction. Gameplay is more important than lore. Lore can only go so far in terms of the multiplayer portion of the game. Did you guys play Halo 4 multiplayer because of the lore? Or the gameplay features and content that it had to offer to the player? I think it would be smarter if 343 would hold gameplay and content up to a higher standard than lore, especially dealing with the multiplayer portion of the game. Focus on adding more content that would make the game unique, more game modes, features that would blow people's socks off, things that we've never seen before. Take advantage of the basic map editor and apply it to matchmaking. Make features that would let players share and become more social in the community. Don't let lore elements hold back players from doing the most in their Halo experience. Why can't we play as elites in matchmaking? What harm could that do? Why can't we go into battle with full customization and armor effects, or a rare flaming helmet that takes skill to acquire? I'm by no means bashing Halo 5. I'm just trying to give positive criticism so that I can hopefully open your mind, causing you to think. Some defend 343 by saying that additions like ADS, Sprint, and the sort are all okay because it's modern. What Spartans can't run? That's so unrealistic. It's what Spartans could do, so it should be in the game. This silly logic is just that, silly. If we applied this logic to other elements in the Halo games, I could easily say something like, there shouldn't be any kill boundaries on multiplayer maps because a kill boundary is fake and it wouldn't kill a Spartan. Or, shooting and killing a Spartan in the foot shouldn't happen. It's unrealistic and wouldn't happen in the books. Although a bit dramatic, can you get the point? It's a video game, and it's meant to be played as so. Going strictly by lore could potentially break the game and make gameplay mechanics very unnatural and odd feeling. Why do you think most movies that are based on books tend to stray or be different from the books? Changing gameplay mechanics or removing them just for the sake of lore is backwards. Why not improve upon the original elements that made the game successful? Halo 2 was very bare bones. Simple mechanics like melee, shoot, and grenade worked wonders. Halo 3 was just like Halo 2, but was improved with the introduction of new weapons, maps, game modes, content, and equipment. I can't wait for Halo 5. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad game, at all. The overall point I'm trying to make is, why should multiplayer be strictly canon? It removes some of the potential fun factor and limits the options that once made Halo unique. My reason for why I feel that gameplay and social experiences is more important than lore. I just want people to play Halo 5 and enjoy it and let it excel, But thanks for listening to me today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and share. Second, go ahead and comment on what you guys think about this whole situation and some of the things that I shared. Lastly, subscribe to Weapons Grade to view more content about the future of Halo and gaming in general. Peace. Don't shine, no.